Hi guys, this is Wenzes. Welcome to today's episode. Today I want to talk to you about the specific issue of keeping us hidden to the outside world, to our closest, to everything around us, which is like the main step that we can always work on and progress on, which will help us to grow, to thrive, to strive, because there's always some kind of thing that's holding us down. And I believe the more you understand why you do that, why you kind of like have acted the way you've acted the last years, the easier it is to kind of like always get over it and keep going and progressing, because there's nothing else to prove. So stay tuned. So hi guys, as I said, today I want to talk about this specific issue that is keeping us from projecting who we really are. Very often it's because we know if we do that, then it will turn people off, and turn people off in a way of people are gonna be so disappointed, or they're going to be so distracted or annoyed by the essence we put out that they're gonna just back off, and there won't be possibilities of us having a connection with them in this regard that we have been used to. And that is completely true. Like, I can tell you now from experience, because I have gone through that and all of the process, it is exactly that. People will kind of back off. They will let you do your thing. And very often I actually show so much of myself and I believe nobody's watching, but what's actually happening is I've created a space where I can be and do whatever I want, and people have to actually respect that I need that space. So sometimes I wonder, well, I'm doing everything I want, I'm so happy with everything, I'm projecting so much of who I am, and I have the impression nobody's watching. But that's a completely different thing than saying, well, I'm not gonna project or be who I am because it's gonna, make people go away. So why should I show myself if nobody's gonna watch anyways, nobody's gonna understand me anyways? But what we fail to understand from that perspective is that what people will give us is the freedom and the space to express ourselves the way we want to. Once you set the tone of, I expect you to respect me projecting myself that way, and I need that space and I need that freedom, and it will make you kind of even more distant to people, but actually you're so much more secure in yourself that you can have better connections with people. You actually do connect with people much better and much more intense and much more intimately and honestly, because you do it from a space of no dependency. There's no more of, we have a good connection, but I'm not really showing you who I am. I'm actually just showing you what you want me to see so you don't leave me, pretty much. You're not coming from that perspective. You're coming from a perspective, I can do whatever I want. I'm happy as I am right now. And everything on top of that is because I really enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy sharing stories with you. I enjoy, going on this journey with people around me who have different visions maybe, but who have like the same intensity of wanting to achieve those goals, or whatever it is, just like this passion for life that we can share with each other. I've always this has always been this thing in my head that, yeah, nobody will watch. Nobody will understand me anyways, because if I once express myself, people are not going to get it. People are not going to connect with me, but that's not what you need in that moment anyways. Once you allow yourself to express yourself and to be yourself, you don't have the urge for people to accept you on that level. You just don't need it. There's nobody understands me and stuff, and we will not get to a point where we'll say, well, there will be that one person and I understand you, so why can't you understand me? The goal is to get to a point where you say, well, people will never understand me. And they will never understand me from that perspective that I need them to be understood on, from a level of dependency, because there's no possibility of people to get me the way I can get myself. That's a matter of personal integrity. That's a matter of self-development. And it's definitely a matter of self-care and self-love, because nobody can get you that. And giving yourself that freedom, saying, yeah, I will push people away by me being more of who I am, but that's okay. This is exactly what I need. And you will see people don't need to understand it. They just need to accept it. That's all. You're not going to wait for somebody to understand you. You would just understand that you don't need others to understand you on that level. What you want people to understand you is that you're a human being, you have needs, you want to be respected, you want to be cherished and admired, and whatever you do for, society, yourself, whatever, you want a certain acceptance because you exist. But you can only expect that from other people if you also have the same respect for others. And there's not this thing of, I want you to like me because I do this for you. It's just like, this is who I am. I can give most of it, to myself, by myself, and then everything else is just like a bonus. And it helps you so much with life because you see how you just say, well, there's this group on the left side and they're doing their thing, but it's not what I want to do, so I'm just gonna keep going. And it's all about that. It's about focusing and going after your vision and your belief in life, and not waiting at a point of, oh, if I make it to that point, then people will accept me. They will see me for who I am. No, they won't. The sooner you understand that, the more you're going to be able to kind of like break free, understand that, well, nobody's watching is pretty much you have created a situation where you have the freedom that people don't reject your energy. I have like something to say or something to do and stuff. Sometimes there are not even that many people that actually give something back or give me some kind of feedback, but that's not what I'm aiming for in that moment. Like, I'm already so excited that I can share that and be that and feel like that, which is the most important thing, because the more time you spend feeling like, like the great person that you are, the more things you can accomplish, the more things, will just happen automatically. And the more you allow yourself to do that and saying, listen, I'm gonna create that space. I don't need your feedback. What I need you is to respect my space and let me do what I want, because I'm not gonna care for your comments, or for your feedback or anything, because I'm not doing that for that. I'm doing that for me. And the more you have this mentality, the easier it is to kind of like grow from that point, because there's no way you can grow from being like a part in somebody else's movie. I always have like this metaphor that I say, I used to live in other people's movies. When I was with my family, I lived in their movie, the way they wanted to perceive me. And when I was with my friends, I lived in their movie, the way they wanted to perceive me, and I tried like all my best to make that person feel great. Now, it's my movie, and it starts from a little spot and it grows from there. And there's so much freedom and passion and joy and zest for life, it's unbelievable. So don't be scared of not being seen. Aim for that. Aim for people to leave you alone in certain situations so you can be who you are. You don't need people to understand and see everything that you are when you're like at a point where you feel like super cool. Like, I do certain things where I think, damn, I really did that. Like, I personally did that. I achieved that, and I'm so proud of that, and I feel awesome. And nobody knows it. But what they will see is, next time I talk to them, they will see this complete confidence in myself. They will see this conviction of my thoughts and my goals, and the respect I have for myself. And this is what you gain when it comes to like other people's relationship with other people. But you don't get it from doing that one thing that you think is so cool and people are not gonna get it, so you're not gonna do it anyways because nobody's watching. Aim to do that. Aim to do all those things where you think, well, now this is like how I would imagine the superstar in me, the superhero in me. And it kind of like, it might sound so cheesy and so over the top and so like out of a comic or something, but it's exactly what we need. It's like to like take off this thing that's holding us down and kind of like break free and be like this awesome version of ourselves, even in situations, or mainly even most situations, where people around you are not even gonna get it. They're not gonna see it, they're not gonna care for it, but it does not matter. It will fulfill you that much more, and you'll have so much more power and passion for the life you live in right now with the people around you. You accept your life for, I don't wish to live like over there or in that country or in this situation, but you see, like, since you're like all good with yourself and you're not aiming for some kind of situation out there that will fulfill you, you like start working from what you have right now. And I catch myself over and over how I just walk down the street on a Saturday and I just see like all those people around me, and I say, great, what an awesome life. Like, there's so much life around me, and it's been here all this time and I've never seen it. I've never experienced it. I always felt it kind of boring and I wanted to be somewhere else, not knowing where that somewhere else could be. But it does not have to be there. Like, I knew intellectually, you know, everything can be here. There's no, like, the grass is not greener somewhere else. But I knew it intellectually. I didn't know it, like, really feeling it. But the more and more I put that version out of myself, that version that, you know, most people don't even look at, like, just let's say those videos, this is so important to me. This is such an outlet for me. And my friends, my family, my coworkers, none of them watches those videos. They don't connect with me on that level, but they still see me when I'm out with them, that I'm so much more confident, so much more happy. And this is not, you know, just the videos, it's my art, it's my, like, the way I live my life. And I've just gained so much through that I really want to share it, and I want to bring more positivity and inspiration with that. And so that's why I really try to emphasize how important it is and how much, like, depth and meaning it has brought to my life. And I really hope that I can transport, like, all the steps it took me and the mindset it took me to get here. Because now, for the first time, you know, like the last years, but it's getting more and more, but definitely different than like 5 years ago, I feel like my life has a goal. Like, it's not just other people seeing, like, oh, how can they have like some kind of inspiration for life and something they want to achieve. It does not matter to me. Now I do have that. I want to achieve. I want to be better. I want to grow, and it's amazing. And I can only do that because I've taken care of all the necessities that I need in order to be satisfied with me, and not like having some kind of issues of having to prove something in order to feel worthy. So please don't think once you express yourself, people are not gonna see you and therefore it does not matter. Aim for that. Aim exactly for that, and be willing to, you know, cut people off from that kind of connection you have with them right now, and just create new ones once you've like created a space for yourself from which then you can connect with, you know, a grounded version of yourself that is not shakeable by anything that comes around. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please leave your comments below, and if you really get that, like, I really love when you write and say, yeah, this is really like exactly coming at the right time, and it's helped me like so much get to like from point A to point B, because things like this really keep me going, and it's the best thing I could hope for. So thank you so much for all your participation and for letting me know that my videos are being helpful. I wish you a great week. Like the video. If you do, please help me raise this channel to the next level, and talk to you next week. Bye.